1, 2, 3. Spare fingers. Hi guys, welcome back to La Lucha is Real podcast. I am your host Edith,
and I'm Angel.
And we are back. Fucking can't.
I hope you guys liked our prank. I'm just kidding. I know we got a few of you guys.
I know. We got a few concerned amigos. We're like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just...
We thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, I thought it'd be funny.
But y'all probably were like, nah. What the fuck, bitch?
Anyways. Those tears look real. I mean, they were real.
They were real, though. They were real. They weren't fake ass tears.
Yeah. ¿Cómo se dice? No fueron lágrimas de cocodrilo.
Yeah. I fucking can't. You're such a great actress.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I deserve an Emmy.
Forever.
Not a Grammy.
Not a Grammy. I said a Grammy, bro. But you didn't catch that on.
I didn't. I was
like... We didn't catch on until we were editing. And I was like, did I just fucking say Grammy? What the fuck? Ni que estuvieras cantando, bro. Anyways. How's your day going?
It's going good. Yours?
You're so shy.
I just feel like we're past, like, small talk.
Yeah, you're right. Let's fucking get into it. So, what's your deepest, darkest secret?
Damn, you gotta let me think on that one.
I'm just kidding. So, today's no puedo ni hablar, bro. Today's episode, I mean, we're always winging it, bro.
Not always. Sometimes we have
a little outline.
Just topics we want to hit. Not even like what we're going to say, but just topics of what we want to say.
Pero ahora, no sé, vamos a just go rogue, you know? I did do a little poll on my personal IG to kind of, see about this certain topic because I feel like it's very controversial. Because I feel like people are either on one side or the other or right smack in the middle. Okay? So I basically asked the people, and if you don't follow me or follow the podcast or follow Angel, because we host polls on separate ones,
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us. Everything's down below. But anyways, besides the matter, let me go. So basically I asked, this was my question. Do you think it's okay being in a relationship and still following people on social media who you used to have a thing with in the past? Now,
where's the poll at
right now, as it sits, keep in mind it's only been how long since I posted it?
Like an hour or two.
It's okay. I have a really good response actually on it. Anyways, 13% said yes, it's okay. The past is the past. Okay. 48% said fuck no. For what? Okay. And 39% said IDKM in between.
How many were fuck no?
Me, just fucking close my thing. Not me, just closing my shit. 48. So majority.
Damn. So they're pretty close.
Majority.
A fuck no and in between.
Yeah.
What did you answer? What is your answer?
I haven't answered.
Okay.
But I know you answered.
Okay, but what's your answer? What is your answer?
It's definitely a lot of yes. It's not a hard yes. It's not like I'm taking exactly one side. It's kind of an in-between, but more leaning to a no. I would say for me.
That was such a confusing...
What the fuck? Can't even answer her own fucking poll.
You were like, it's not like a hard yes. You're like, it's more like an in-between, but closer to no.
Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
That was such a confusing...
Yeah. Hey, but you understood me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, why do you feel like you're there?
Damn, I was about to ask you what you answered.
Oh, I can answer.
Oh,
but I want to know why you're there.
And I think it's definitely anybody like in their own personal experience. Everybody takes it differently, whatever. But for me, it's like the people who I've been with that I've had a situationship or whatever the fuck it is. It's like people that I formed like a genuine connection with, like a deep connection with. And if I'm in a relationship already, I'm just like, being like, if I put myself in my partner's shoes, I wouldn't like for me to still maybe follow that other person that I at one point was in a very deep connection with. So that's how I see it. But now, like, and then I go to, like, what if it's like things that weren't that serious, you know? I'm like, oh, I don't really care as long as you don't talk to them, whatever. But then again, it's like, then you go back and it's like, wait, why are you following them in the first place? You get me?
What if you don't follow them, but they follow you?
I think it's different if they follow you. I mean, if you want to keep up with my life, go for it. But I think it's more so when you're following them.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, that was the question, right? Following them. Okay. My answer was, I think everything is circumstantial.
Yeah.
I definitely think everything is circumstantial, and I'm like I voted for in between, because again, everything is circumstantial, and like there's been, and I'm not speaking from my experience, but like in general, where I've seen people who, you know, they tried to have a relationship, tried to make it work, and then for whatever reason it just didn't work out, and they decided, like, they had an amicable breakup, and they were just like, you know what, like, it's just not working out, like, you know, let's just be friends. It's like, like, why? Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal to, like, still follow them, even if you are in another relationship, because it's like, it was an amicable breakup, like, it was like amicable. There was no feeling, like, obviously, like, you tried to make it work and it didn't work out. It was just like, it kind of was like, it just worked out better as friends. Like, it's like platonic.
Okay, platonic. But are you saying that, like, during the relationship there wasn't, like, that deep connection type thing? Or there was at one point?
I don't know. Everything, like I said, everything is circumstantial. Like, I think what I'm trying to get at is, like, there's people who are friends.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, like, what if we try out being in a relationship? And they try out being in a relationship,
and
it actually happens a lot. You know, it happens a lot. People they're friends, and then they're like, let's try it out. So then they become more than just friends, and then it's just like, it's not there where, you know what I mean? Like, they weren't connecting as more than just friends, so they decide to break up because they're like, you know what, like, we were better off as friends. And like I said, it was just probably like platonic in a sense of like, it just never got deep enough.
Yeah, and they tried, but they couldn't. It wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, wasn't going anywhere.
Okay,
so
I understand that situation. Yeah, definitely.
I've seen that happen a few times. I feel like if something was obviously very fucking passionate, very passionate, and no, I don't want to say traumatic, but just like, it just was like, they were just a huge part of your life. I would be like, oh, I don't know how I don't know how people could follow someone like that, you know? Because it's like, why are you trying to keep up with someone that you had, like, very strong feelings for at some point?
Yeah, that's why I'm, like, in the between, fuck no, in a way.
Yeah.
And I said it because of my personal experience, because most of my connections have been pretty deep in that way. That I'm just like, oh, yeah, you know, if I'm in a fucking relationship, why the fuck am I following? Or, like, I put myself in the other shoes, but why would I be following these people that I had such deep connections with? Not only mentally, emotionally, sexually, and everything like that.
I think it also matters too on how your partner feels.
Yeah.
Because, like, what if they just don't care?
Yeah. They might not care.
They're just like, I mean, they just don't care who you follow or who follows you or whatever. Like, they just don't care because they're very secure in the relationship. Yeah. Because I know that, like, there's people who I kind of had, like, a fling with before that, like, not because, like, I intentionally still follow them. I just never went out of my way. This sounds bad, but they were never important enough for me to go out of my way and unfollow them. Like, I don't know. I don't really, like, maybe I should do, like, a little audit of people who I follow on social media, but I never really gone out of my way to, like, go and unfollow somebody. So, like, I don't know. Just certain people aren't important enough for me to, like.
You see, and I'm the person that I routinely, this sounds bad, but so I go sometimes unfollowing people because it's like things that I see on my timeline. It's things that I consume. And if it's not positive, I mean, don't care for it, you know, or why are you there?
I mean, I can see it. Like, if you're actually spending time on your timeline, I spend like 2 seconds on my timeline, and then I'm like, okay, I'm bored, and I get out.
Bye.
Like, I don't really spend too much time on Instagram. I think I spend more time on the podcast. And on the podcast, we only follow each other's.
Bro. Goes through the timeline. 2 seconds, bye.
Yeah. And then whenever I go to mine, like, I'm either posting something on my story. Oh, my bad. I'm either posting something on my story, or I check in with, like, one of my favorite authors to see if she's going to release her book soon. Because that's where I get my little updates. And so I follow her. And then I check on Snow to see what she's been up to. And then I think I like check to see what you're up to. My sister. And there's only there's like a handful of people that I actually like go click on to see what they're up to. Otherwise, I'm not really like going through my timeline or anything like that. Like, I'll just get out.
I like going through my timeline because I follow a lot of Latina creators. I like supporting. I'm like, yeah.
I think I do that.
Commenting and whatever.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should do that, but I don't. I don't know.
And then, well...
Like, my attention span is so short. Yeah. Like, I'll be looking and I'll be like, okay, ya me aburrí. And then I'll, like, hop onto another app and then...
I like TikTok better than Instagram, but...
I don't even go on TikTok.
I haven't gone on it for a while. Well, it's because I came back from vacation, so I haven't really gotten back into it, but... I enjoy it a little bit more. Maybe because of the content or whatever. But
I think I spend a lot of time on Pinterest.
Pinterest is awesome.
I love Pinterest.
I love Pinterest. Especially when you're like, have like these ideas that you want to do and stuff. And you start getting ideas from there to kind of like make your own.
That's what I do. I'm creating my future home and on Pinterest. Like, I'll be like, what do I want my cabinets to look like? And I like start looking at cabinets and like countertops.
But that's how it works, bro. That's how it, like, you're manifesting it.
Yeah.
Real life manifesting it.
Yeah, that's what I think I spend the most amount of time is on Pinterest. Just looking at like, or fashion, like women's fashion. I look a lot at like plus size fashion on there. I guess I could look it up on like Instagram, but then like I just don't like how it's become so... One thing I don't like about Instagram now is that it's like they're pushing a lot of like shop here and like advertisements and like...
It's like a search engine.
Yeah, or like people that I don't even fucking follow start like coming...
That's true.
I'm like, why? I was like, who the fuck is this? I don't even know who this is, and they're coming up on my timeline. So I think that's why I don't really go on Instagram that much anymore. Like, that's one of my turnoffs.
I know. I don't like that either. So that's why usually like I go to Instagram, and then once I'm on Instagram, I do my following, just the people I follow, and just kind of go down that timeline. I don't go on the normal one. You know how
Wait, there's a following one on Instagram?
Girl, yes.
How?
So you click Instagram, and it says following. So it will only show the ones that you're following.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do that.
So that way, like, because a veces se pierden los posts and everything between all the people that you don't follow that just pop up because...
That's probably why probably why I just see a bunch of random accounts. I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Just go there and you get the ear following. But yeah. But back to the thing, bro.
Yeah.
Back to the thing. You see, guys, nosotros nomás nos aventamos así de otro rollo, no sé. Anyways, oh shit, that changed. I'm telling you, people are very in between the fuck no and then IDKM in between. Because IDKM in between is already like at 40%. Like, it's very tied to fuck no.
What is it again?
I'm IDKM in between and fuck no.
47 and 39? Yeah.
Damn, it moved again.
So why do you think people would say fuck no? Just because it's like, why are you...
I could definitely see it because I feel like it's like, como tú dijiste, cada quien, ¿verdad? Pero si yo lo veo en una perspectiva de like if it was like I feel like there's just some people that aren't okay their partner following people that they fucked with and had something with, you know? And that's completely okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, cada quien ellos. But what about, how would you react to this? Like, let's say you're in between, right? And what about if your partner is a definite fuck no and asks you, like, tells you straight up, what do you do in that case? Like, would you just delete all your the people who you had a fling with, what would you do? I know
Are we
you're not
talking like me or in general?
well,
Do you want? Because I feel like my perspective is different than
no,
others.
yeah, no. Scratch Val up. Like, let's say your partner was a definite fuck no. Like, he's like, okay, let's put Val was like, no. I don't want you having, like, I don't feel comfortable with you having people that you used to have a thing with and you're following them and shit.
I would delete it. Just because I don't care.
There you go.
Okay, like me as a person, me as an individual, this doesn't have to be anybody else's mindset, but me as an individual, I'm like, if he was like definitely like fuck no, I don't want you following anybody that you used to have a thing with, then I'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine. But that's because, again, I don't care enough.
Yeah.
I don't care enough. I'm like, oh, that's fine. If he asked me to fucking delete fulana, sutana, whoever, that he was just like, oh, I just don't like them as a person, delete them. I feel like me as an individual, I wouldn't care, because there's a lot of people that I'm just like, whatever. I don't keep, and I don't keep up with social media like that. And that's me as an individual. I don't keep up with social media like that, so I just wouldn't care. However, if it became like a control thing, then I would be like, why do you care so much?
Yeah.
Like, I think there is an issue there of like you're putting too much importance on this. Like, I'm not even on my timeline like that.
Yeah.
Like, ¿por qué te importa tanto? Like, are you feeling insecure? Like, are you...
That's a conversation.
Yeah, like, I would have a... Because if it's just like... If he was just, like, monitoring who the fuck I'm following...
Oh,
like,
I've met people like that, bro.
yes! Like...
I've met people who are on their partner's following list, monitoring if they, like, if they followed or unfollowed certain people.
Yeah, and I think that's a little toxic.
Yeah, very, in my opinion. I'm like, wow, first of all, please don't have the time to go through, like, I don't even know how many followers I have, but like, the little followers I had, you literally have time to go through that. Like,
yeah, that's a little, yeah. No, but then I think if it became so controlling, I would have more of a situation, like a talk with him of like, what's going on? Like, why do you care so much? But if it was like, oh, I just don't feel comfortable, like if it's like, just like flings or exes or whatever, and he would just ask me to delete them, I would, because I don't care enough.
No importance in that.
Yeah,
I get it. I completely feel like the same way. Like, I feel like, yeah, si es como like, oh, you know, they don't feel comfortable, and they tell you straight out, you know, ¿qué me importa? Like, bye. I don't want to talk to you either way. But now if they stand like, I don't want to let me, why haven't you unfollowed them? Like, why are they still following you? Why haven't you blocked? Bro. What's happening?
That's a little cray.
What's happening here?
That's a little much if they're monitoring who you're following or who's following you, or like, why is that person following? I'm like, I don't fucking know. First of all, like, I think at this point, especially now with like both of our pages being public, it's not like we can really control who's following us and whatnot. Like, if they follow us, they follow us. And I think Val understands that, like, us becoming podcasters, like,
podcasters.
Yeah, we can officially say we're podcasters. I think he knows what it implicates, you know, like, and what that comes with. So we've obviously talked about this, and, you know, like, we're both on the same page of like, it just is what it is, and we chose to do this. So there's certain things that, like, he understands that, like, obviously I'm going to talk about certain things. I'm going to be a little vulnerable when I'm, like, talking on the podcast, sharing certain things. There are certain things where, like, before I even talk about it, I have talked with him about, like, how do you feel about me even mentioning this? And honestly, I don't think he's ever told me no. He's like, if you feel like you need to share that with the world, then go for it.
Yeah.
But then again, that's me and Val's relationship, and, you know.
Yeah. A healthy communication relationship.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely.
Did any of the people that who answered yes, like they think it's perfectly fine? Did you get any like responses of?
Well, I did get people that said, like, right now it's at 13% of people that said yes, it's okay. It's a thing of the past. Mm-hmm. But I didn't get no, like, verbal responses, because after that question, I did ask another question to, like, elaborate. But yeah, none of those.
A ver,
I got the in-betweeners that were explaining why they're in between.
okay,
So,
a ver qué dice la gente.
let's see.
Without saying names.
Fuck!
Without saying
Oh,
names.
wait. I just got a whole bunch of answers. I literally just... Okay. So, one of them said, I think it's fine to have exes or old flings, but as long as you aren't actively talking, DMing.
Okay. I can see it.
Yeah. Other one said, it has to do with time. For example, if it's been like 6+ years compared to being a recent ex. So, like, let's say you're with somebody and your ex is maybe like, I want to say in the year. I think a year is pretty recent, or like 6 months or something. It's not okay to be following them. But they say it's okay if it's like somebody that you've dated maybe like
forever ago.
Yeah.
I can see that, but also like, let's say you break up with somebody now and it was recent, so it's like, okay, don't follow them. But then like years later they like try following you again, pero por qué? Like, what was the reason of them wanting to check in on you again?
I don't know. Or maybe they never unfollowed each other after the breakup.
No, but that's what I'm saying, because she's saying that if it's recent, it's not okay. So that means that she had to have like unfollowed, but then like years later, it's okay to go follow them again. Do you get what I'm saying?
If you want to go follow them again. But I think she's more... For me, it's like, okay, you've been single. Let's say you broke up with your fucking ex, hypothetically, 6 years ago, okay? But you guys still kept in touch. Not kept in touch, still follow each other on social media, and you didn't get in a relationship until 6 years after.
Okay.
But you guys never unfollowed each other on social media. But now you're in a relationship, so it's okay.
Okay, but hypothetically speaking, you break up with your ex, and you get with someone new 6 months later, so that's still pretty recent, right?
That's recent.
So then you unfollow, or you make it so that you guys unfollow each other.
Yeah.
Okay? But then, like, let's say you're still with this person 6-7 years down the road, and then they come back and try following you.
Oh, then I don't know,
why
bro.
are they coming back into the picture?
I don't know, bro, because they heard it's a 6 month, a 6 year timeline. I don't fucking know. Damn, hypothetically.
There's so many hypotheticals.
I know.
A ver, ¿qué más dice la gente?
I can unfollow them if my man really wants me to, but half the time I forget I have them on there.
See, okay, there's like guys that I know that like I kind of like talked to way back in the day, and like I even forget that I even have them because like they never post.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, like you still there?
You still there?
You still there? You still?
I think it like yo lo pienso cuando I get it in a way where it's like I kind of only thought about people that I've been in a relationship with, but like people who I actually talked to, like I forgot that they were there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. If it was just like a little fling, it's like
we were dated for a little bit, but nada ocurrió. It was just funsies. Yeah, I get it. I think it's okay if you're single because sometimes some people end on good terms. You said that too. But if you're in a relationship, no, porque it's out of respect to your current partner. So that elaborated on that.
I mean, it depends on like if your partner even cares. Yeah. It depends on.
But definitely, I think it's definitely like also a respect thing, you know.
Yeah.
If it's somebody you've been fucking with, like that was a big part of your life.
Yeah.
And you had such a deep connection with, and
like,
you're still following like them.
Hypothetically speaking, vamos con los hypotheticals.
Hypothetically.
So it's like me and Val broke up, and then I get with somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, you mean out of respect, like don't follow Val?
Yeah.
Who I had like a 11.5 year.
That you were married to?
Married to and had a 11.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think anybody that would be in a relationship with you would be like, okay, I'm cool, I'm securing myself, but why are you still keeping up with your ex? Unless you have children, then that's a whole different that's a whole different ballpark.
That kind of makes sense, because if there is children involved, you like want to see if they post pictures of the kids or whatnot.
But that's different. That's if you're like in you ended a good and you have children that you're sharing, you know. But if you don't have anything, then why are you following them? You get me? Yeah, no. Move on. If it ended in good terms, or if we have no connection, it stayed in the past and it's still in the past. So that's why they're in between.
Okay.
Another one said, I feel like it depends on the type of relationship and how long they've been separated.
Okay.
Okay. And another one says, it's hard because I know for me that I won't have a thing with those people ever again.
Okay.
So.
That makes sense.
You see? Oh, shit.
God damn.
Holy fuck.
Someone went in on it.
Damn. So it's in that one that continued, okay?
Okay.
So it says, it's hard because I know for me that I won't have a thing with those people ever again, but I've been with friends with them for years and the friendship is still there. However, if he doesn't feel comfortable and I have these people or these people from the past on social media, we can have a conversation about it and delete them if it bothers him that much. Just my 2 cents, since I truly do think that sometimes two people can mutually lose romantic love interest in each other, but the friendship can still remain. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of what I was saying.
But she also said no toxicity or manipulation. Like those canceled, you know, like you shouldn't be following them. But yeah. No hanging out.
I agree.
No more
Wait, hanging out? That's a whole following somebody on social media and hanging out with your ex.
I know.
Now that's I'll be like, that's fucking weird. Like, I can handle like Val like having his ex on social media. Honestly, I don't give a shit. Like personally, Val has his exes on social media, whether he does or doesn't. I don't really give a shit because like I'm very secure in our marriage and
but
like
you guys been together since high school too.
Yeah, and those like relationships, like
it's a really long relationship.
It's a very really long.
And I feel like everything before you guys. Like, I literally consider you guys dating that's your first boyfriend, girlfriend type thing. Like, in my eyes, that's how I see it because you guys are so young.
I know, but, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Together.
I just feel like I don't give a shit for, like, any of his exes because...
There's no reason to be.
I don't know. I'm very secure in our marriage and our relationship and, like, I don't really... give a shit.
And the exes could try, but you know.
Yeah.
Secure.
But now let's say you're in a relationship with someone. You still follow like your baby mama and baby daddy. Mm-hmm. Because you want to see like pictures if they post their kids or whatnot.
Okay.
And like your partner has a problem with it. Like,
why would they have a problem with it? That's like, first of all, this is my thing, okay? This is my thing. Damn, my son is so fucking aggressive. I don't even have kids or baby daddies, whatever. If you're in a good, like, you ended things on a good term with your baby daddy, baby mama, you know, your dad guys are doing that co-parenting thing, A1, you know, that's just 100. Mm-hmm. You guys awesome co-parents, you know? I don't see an issue with, obviously, you guys following each other because you want to see your kids too if they post them or whatever, and you guys ended things in a good terms. Now, if your partner has an issue with that, first of all, your partner's with you knowing that you have a baby daddy and he's part of your life now. Like, quiera o no quiera, es el papá de los hijos. So he's going to be around. He's going to be on birthday parties. He's going to be in family reunions. No sé qué chingado. So if he gets so bothered of you following them on social media, then maybe you shouldn't be together.
You know, I had this, I've known not just one person, but like a few people who, their partner would get like upset because like whenever they asked baby mama, baby daddy for like pictures of the kids or whatever, and they were in the picture, like it like somehow turned like, oh, I don't care if you're getting pictures from them for like of your kids, but like why do they have to be in the picture?
Because they're the fucking parent. Bro, if it's such a fucking big issue, move the fuck on. Don't date somebody with fucking kids if that's your fucking issue.
That was so weird to me. And like, or like here was another one that I saw. Here's another thing that I saw too, where like they kept pictures on their phone of like their kids with like their ex, or baby mama, baby daddy, or whoever was still in the picture, and like the current boyfriend, girlfriend got upset because they're like, why do you still have pictures of them on your phone? But it's like, because the kids are in there. They're like, well, you can crop it. And I'm like, that is too much.
That's too much. That's fucking too much. Una cosa sería de, oh, you keep a picture that you took with just the baby daddy and it's just you two. Eso sí, like, you know, you guys aren't in a relationship anymore.
Yeah.
But if it's a family fucking picture, bro, like, at one point I was with that person and we have kids, currently have kids. If you don't like it, then move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Move the fuck on.
Yeah. I agree.
Ew.
People are weird, huh?
Yeah, like, if that genuinely bothers people so much, you gotta, like, put that hard boundary and say, I'm not gonna date somebody with kids. That's it. And stop wasting.
Or if they do have kids, but they have like zero contact with baby mama, baby daddy, like they're like nowhere to be found. They're like MIA, whatever.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Yeah. No, I don't know.
You gotta know what you're getting yourself into. We're fucking adults.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I agree.
Stop fucking putting excuses. God damn it. It makes me mad.
All right. We are ready for our break, so we'll be right back. Right back, guys. No puedo hablar.
Back, bye. We are back. Okay, so we left off on that poll that I did, the controversial topic about following like past relationships or past flings, situationships on social media. If it's okay.
Yeah. Actually, I have another controversial topic I kind of want to bring up.
Oh, is it relationship wise too?
Yeah.
A ver, aviéntala.
All right. If your partner doesn't like what you're wearing, are you changing?
Fuck. That's controversial.
Yeah.
That's controversial.
Okay, damn. Before we speak generally, for you personally.
I'm gonna speak to my person
and your experience. Yeah. Well, actually, no. Let's speak to the person you are now, because the person you are now is different than who you were.
Very different to the person I was.
Yeah. Before. So let's talk about you now.
I feel like me now. First of all, like, I don't like. Okay, what do you classify as disrespectful to your partner? Like,
well, I just mean like in general. Like, what if they just don't like what you're wearing? It could
whether they didn't like my fucking t-shirt and my jeans, bro.
Like whether it was revealing.
Yeah.
Whether it was revealing or whether. Like, they just don't like the outfit because they're like, let's say you're going to a family function. They're like, babe, I don't think you should wear that to the family function.
Why?
Because, like, let's say it's something a little bit more formal and you're wearing, like, jeans and a t-shirt.
Oh.
You know?
They're looking out for you in a way, kind of.
But that's just, like, hypothetically speaking. Like, they just, whether it's revealing or they just don't like your outfit in general. Or it's like circumstantial, right? Like it doesn't fit the event.
Yeah.
Or like, let's just say they want you to dress it up a little bit more. Like you're not revealing enough. Because there are those guys.
Yeah, there's those guys that like to, you know? Mm-hmm. So, damn, that one's hard.
So in general.
In fucking general.
Yeah. Your partner doesn't like what you're wearing. Are you changing?
I don't think so, bro. The fuck? Well, and then the only reason I say this, I'm very aware of the places that I go to. I'm very aware of how to dress. I'm very aware of how to dress myself. Like, I'm a grown-ass fucking adult woman, you know? And if you don't like my outfit, then I mean... Pero a la misma vez, it's kind of circumstantial because, like, for example, that example that you gave, that maybe it's a place, like, somewhere where I wasn't aware it was more formal, and I'm, like, a little bit too casual, and he's like, oh, you know, babe, like, it's a little bit more formal, like, the attire's a little bit more formal, like, I don't know if you could pass by with jeans and fucking Crocs, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, good looking out for me, you know? Like, I don't want to make an ass out of myself and, like, stick out like a fucking sore thumb, tampoco. So I get it. It comes out of, like, you know, goodness, you know?
Okay.
But if they're like, I straight up don't like your fucking outfit. And then I'd be like, I straight up don't like your fucking face. I'm still with you, though. I wouldn't say, but maybe I would. But yeah, like
because there are some guys that are very like into fashion or whatever, and then what if they straight up are like, I'm not feeling your outfit.
I don't feel your outfit all the time, but doesn't that's you, boo. Like, what am I gonna do? I think the way you dress is a way of like your personality, your personal style is just very you. So like I said, one thing is like dressing for the occasion. Depending on the occasion, maybe they want to look out for you. They're like, oh shit, like you're maybe a little too casual, maybe a little too formal. But también es como lo dices también, But now if you're like literally shitting on my fucking whole outfit, bro, no, bye.
Okay. What if they think you're too revealing?
I don't.
Like they're like, that's a little too short, or that's showing a little too much boob.
I'm trying to put myself in that situation. Just because I don't even like show that much either. Like I'm very, how can I say this? I'm not a person that likes to show too much in general. That's just me. But I'm trying to put myself in that situation.
Okay, but like you have that. Okay, where's that one? You have this like sports bra like / top. Remember the one that's like. You know what I'm talking about? The one that's like one shouldered one. And that one's very revealing here. But like I've seen you wear something like that with like a top kind of like over it. Pero todavía se te enseña like from the front. Yeah. And they think that's too revealing.
I have big ass boobs. What do you want me to do? Fucking hide them? I can't fucking hide them. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like I can only me puedo tapar so much antes de que me vea como una monja, bro. Like what do you want me to do? Yeah. I don't know. Like I think.
But what if it's like that's the shirt you wanted to wear and they're like, I don't feel comfortable with you wearing that?
Why don't you feel comfortable with me wearing it?
Because guys are gonna stare,
and aren't you secure in yourself
they don't want guys to stare. I don't know. Some guys
are always gonna stare. Guys are always gonna stare, even if you have a fucking paper bag on you, bro. Like guys are gonna fucking stare, and there's nothing you can do about it. And girls stare too. Like what are you gonna do about that too? Like. So, I don't know, bro. También es como lo dicen también. Pero a la misma vez, it's like, como te dije, I'm very aware of how I dress. I have my own personal style. I have my own, I know I'm just very aware. So, I like what I like.
Or what if they want you to fucking wear more revealing shit?
I can't. I'm sorry. It's like, just not my style. It's not my style.
So, for you, is that like a deal breaker?
I feel like
are you willing to like break up with a guy that you have like a really good connection with over like an outfit?
No, I don't think it's a deal breaker. I feel like that's where communication comes in. But if they're not understanding, if you don't meet each other, like you guys don't communicate and don't, I don't know, somehow talk it out, like then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, like if a guy said, "Oh, babe, I don't think you're fucking showing enough. Like I need you to fucking have your tits out." Like, I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable in my, like, me showing my whole entire fucking tits and my ass, like, I don't feel comfortable, but that's me. That's personally me. So, and if he's like, oh, then what the fuck? We're breaking up? Oh, bye. Adios, ahí está la puerta.
Yeah. So, generally speaking then, objectively speaking,
in general, if I had to give a simplified
answer. For, like, just if you had, like, a friend, and her man was like, I don't like what you're wearing, changing. Like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, do you think she should change or do you think she should keep?
I just like I said, it's circumstantial.
You think it's circumstantial no matter what?
It's circumstantial no matter what. Because I think it's also respect that of your partner too, and that's when that comes into play. But more so like respect of what they say. Like it's when it comes to like how I said, when they're looking out for you, when it's like, oh, it's a formal event, you're too casual, or it's a casual event, you're too formal, like, like y también como te lo dicen, pero si it's straight out, it's like, fuck, like I feel some sort of way, like you not showing enough. Like I might be like, well, I feel some sort of way of your face, but I'm just kidding. Man, I sound aggressive, but like I don't know, I feel like, I don't know. Did you have a problem with like when, I don't know,
with my fits and exes, or
how do you feel that with that question?
I think everything. I think everything is circumstantial.
We're giving the political answer, like you know how like politicians
Oh,
always like
a very political answer.
Yeah.
Her, what is it? Is it a political? No.
No, it's like another word for it, but I don't know what.
Yeah, it's like where you're very vague.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me all the time. Val fucking laughs because I always do that shit. I always give like an answer, but not really an answer.
You do.
I think everything is circumstantial. So, me personally, so this actually, I had an ex who.
Oh, I was gonna. Thought you said you had Val tell you that he didn't like your outfit. I was gonna be like.
No, he has told me that before. But he never tells me to take it off.
That's different.
So, like, if like he's okay with me looking like a goofball if that's how I want to dress.
It should be, bro. It's your personal style.
Yeah. Like, there's been outfits where he's like, you sure? Because you looking a little like this shirt, okay? So there's this, okay, so I took like this like color palette test or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the colors that goes well with my skin tone is chartreuse.
I agree.
Yeah. And he's like, you're right, that does look like shark. And I'm like, what the fuck? Or like,
But Val is always like that, bro.
he's always fucking like,
He's out of pocket comments, bro.
yeah. Or like the time where he said I looked like fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson with my I had like a black turtleneck, and he's like, you look like The Rock. and then after that I became, what did I become? La Piedra. I was La Piedra. Or there's been time, okay, like the other shirt that I wore that was kind of like little ruffled on the shoulder blades, collared, whatever. He said the brown one. Remember the brown one? It's like kind of ruffled, and it's like the sleeves are kind of like the flared.
The one he told you looked like a
pilgrim. He's like, you look like a fucking pilgrim. Dude, he's always roasting me. Point is,
but he's never told you to take it off, though.
Yeah, he's never told me to take it off.
Don't wear that. Like,
yeah, but he's always roasting me because, like, the thing about me is that, like, my fucking sense of style changes all the fucking time. Like,
it just depends on my mood, bro.
Yeah, it depends on my mood. Like, sometimes I'm feeling like I want to look like a pilgrim and whatever. Sometimes I look like I want to go fucking listen to heavy metal.
Yeah. Like, there's not a specific, like, you know?
Yeah, for me, it changes constantly. And so he's never told me to go fucking take off my shit because, he didn't like my fit.
But like, you were talking about an ex, right?
I had an ex. So when I was younger, and honestly, even to like now, I've always been into like, I don't want to say revealing clothes, but I've always loved a mesh look.
I love it too.
I don't
even consider that revealing in a way. I don't know.
I could literally just be wearing a bra and like a mesh shirt over it, and I'd be like, damn, that looks hella cute.
Yeah.
And like, of course, like I had an ex who, he was the one right before Val, and he like, because I used to dress like that in high school too, and he would have a problem with me wearing like kind of like see-through clothes.
Yeah.
And he didn't like it, and he'd be like, why do you have to dress like that?
Why does your face look like that? I'm sorry. He
would tell me, and this is the one that was toxic.
Yeah.
This is the one that was toxic, and if he didn't like my outfit, he literally would be like, why are you wearing that? And he like would no me decía like Val, because Val fucking roasts me, but like I know he's like coming from a good place of like, he's just, you know, like that's just who we are, we're goofballs together.
Yeah.
But this guy was like, no, like he was more like
that was not coming, like that was
not the vibe. Yeah. Like his vibe was totally different. Like his vibe was like to be mean. Like he's like, why do you dress like that? He's like, you have a tendency to wear see-through clothes, and like he didn't feel comfortable with that. And I think at the end of the day, it just came down to him being insecure.
That's the thing about it.
I think it just came down to him being, and you want to know something funny? After me and this ex broke up or whatever, He ended up dating this other girl who, because I was very girly. Like, I used to love dressing very girly when I was younger. And he ended up dating this girl who, she was more into like jeans and like sneakers, or like Jordans, and like a jersey, or like just like a bigger like looser top or whatever. And so she was more, I don't even know what's that style, more like urban, what is it called?
Street
Style. It was more street style. And I remember because I used to like still talk to his best friend, like I was still cool with him. And his best friend told me like, oh, one of the things that like he didn't like about his current girl that he missed about me was that I was very girly, and that which is funny to me because he always gave me shit about he always gave me shit about my outfits, but yet he would like he like missed that about me being like girly or whatever. And because he said that his new girl was a little too boyish for him. I'm like, the fuck is this man was just insecure all around. And I'm not even gonna lie, like in the beginning of like Val and I's relationship, I think he also did have a little bit of an issue with me wearing like sometimes wearing like clothes that was a little revealing, pero luego se le quitó. And it like, he was not comfortable with me showing like, because I think it was because he said it himself, he was like a little insecure. Like he didn't think that like it bothered him to see that guys were gonna stare. And I think he like one day just came to the realization that guys are gonna stare regardless. And he was just kind of like, oh, fuck it, whatever. Like, por eso, like, he just didn't care anymore. But initially, he was like, oh, you're giving them a reason to stare by dressing like that.
Well, bro.
And I'm like... And I was just like, you knew how I dressed before.
Exactly. That's exactly what I say.
Like, you know how I dressed before, like, we, like, made it official, whatever. So it's like...
So now you have an issue?
Now you have an issue with it, but, like, at first, like, what, I was just fucking eye candy to you? Like...
Exactly.
So, it did bother him, and I know it was because he told me he was a little insecure about it.
And then, like...
But, like, yo también al mismo tiempo, I never stopped wearing what I wore. Like, I think one day, like, we even had, like, a family party, and I decided to I wore, like, a bra and then, like, the mesh bodysuit over it with these cute, like, high-waisted, like, dressy, flowy shorts, and then, like, some heels or whatever. And then I think this was the first time that, like, I showed up like that, and he was like, damn, you look hella sexy. And he, after that, he was just like, you know, I don't even care. Like, he's like, people are gonna stare regardless. And he got over it, and so like I wear whatever the fuck I want anyway.
Exactly.
Sometimes I think I got to a point where I started feeling insecure, and I stopped wearing as revealing clothes. And I think that was more because I was uncomfortable in my skin. But now I feel like I'm starting to get back to it. Like, the more I get like more secure in myself and comfortable. But I say people should wear whatever the fuck they want to wear.
Fuck yeah. If and that person knew the fucking way that you dressed before you got in a relationship, because obviously, like, they were, you know, trying to, like, get your attention and stuff like that. You caught their attention. If they knew exactly how you dressed before, then why are they trying to change you now that they're in a relationship? Like, why?
Yeah. Why? It's kind of like the guys that want to date an Instagram baddie, right?
Yeah, but
they want to date an Instagram baddie, and they
just don't know how to fight.
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
They want to date an Instagram baddie knowing that she wears revealing clothes or whatever, right? Or the way she like posts certain pictures and whatnot. But then like once they like lock it down, all of a sudden they want to change them. It's like, no, you knew who the fuck you were getting involved with.
Yeah. Like, don't fucking try to change them. Like, that's who they are. That's their style. That's what
attracted you to them.
So, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what attracted them to them. Like, you know? So, they don't want them to attract more people. But that stems from fucking insecurity. Like, bro, learn how to fight. Yeah. Me resorting to violence for everything, bro. I'm in a violent mood today.
No, I definitely think everything is circumstantial because... like, let's say, like you said, like, if, let's say, I got invited to a family party, and there was, like, maybe very conservative family members there, and Val was like, hey, like, maybe you shouldn't wear that, just because, like, he's like, not que le importa tanto que vaya a decir la gente, but like just to be more respectful of like the event or whatever. I definitely would be like, oh, you right, you know, whatever. No, like it's not so important for me to wear that specific fucking. Yeah, I have so many outfits. I could wear another outfit. That's fine.
And it doesn't stem from being mean. It stems from like looking out for you. You know, like it's different.
I had a coworker at one of my previous jobs where, okay, you know how Latinos a lot of Latinos celebrate Christmas on the 24th?
Yeah.
And then most Americans or other cultures celebrate on the 25th. Yeah. Right? Okay, so I had this coworker who was in an interracial relationship. She was Mexican, and he was American or whatever. I don't know what he was, but he wasn't Latino. He was something else. And he didn't realize that like when Latinos celebrate Christmas on the 24th, you gotta dress up. You gotta look your fucking finest to look good on that couch. Like
yes, like you're going like hella like Met Gala to your fucking living room type shit.
Yeah, you're going Met Gala, and like you're gonna look fly as fuck. Like you better have a new fit. Like you don't fucking recycle your fits for Christmas. So he was so confused to like why she was getting ready, because he was like, babe, it's like Christmas Eve. Like why are you getting all dressed up? And she's like, because we celebrate. Like, he wasn't getting the concept.
Yeah, it's like a cultural clash type thing.
Yeah, like he wasn't getting the concept. And she's like, babe, I think you should dress up more. But he's like, no, it's like Christmas Eve. Like he was so confused. So he ends up, you know how he ends up showing up to this fucking Christmas party? He wore basketball shorts and a t-shirt with sneakers.
Even after his girl told him, like, maybe, like, my family, like, goes all out. Like, they dress up for the occasion.
Yeah, like, and he shows up
some fucking
everybody's
jeans,
wearing fucking jeans, or like everybody's wearing fucking heels and like dresses and whatnot. Like, you know how it is. Low-key. And like he was like, what the fuck? Like he was like, it was like a culture shock for him, because he was used to like the more formal Christmas on the 25th.
Yeah.
He thought it was gonna be like a laid back, oh, we're just gonna, because he was like, well, what are we doing? She was like, oh, we like just hang out in the living room. But like he didn't realize that you gotta look like Met Gala fucking ready for the living room.
Damn.
So to him it was like, oh, we just gonna like chill and watch some movies. So he fucking wore his basketball shorts and a t-shirt and fucking jeans.
So like, did he just disregard everything his girl told him? Like, hey, like we dress up a little bit more.
I think he was just
there like a communication? There wasn't.
Maybe there was some miscommunication.
Because I feel like really if she told him and he was like, no, I'm gonna dress however I want. Like that's kind of like, what the fuck, bro? It's like my family. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, I think maybe there might have been some like miscommunication. But she did tell them like, oh, like we dress up a little bit more, whatever. And I don't know what exactly happened, but the way she shared it to me was like, oh, he just ended up showing up in fucking basketball shorts and a t-shirt.
Damn, and you already know the family. Todas las tías are talking smack.
Yeah.
Hella shit.
Yeah, they're fucking roasting his ass. Oh yeah, the tíos into his face.
Yes, the tíos are like, "What the fuck is esto? Parece rata, no sé." Oh, I already imagine.
Yeah.
Damn, definitely the talk of the town.
Yeah.
Or the family, the living room. Más bien, the talk of the living room.
The talk of the living room. Literally.
Yeah, you see, like in those situations, it's like like kind of Damn.
Yeah, like I'd be oh my god. I'd be
pissed off if I showed up to an event and I wasn't.
That happened to me actually last month, I think.
Last month,
like a month or two ago.
What event?
So it was our friends after the Santa Fe Clan concert. You know how we went over to their house.
Yeah.
So they were hosting this like birthday party for the brother. Okay. He was turning 25. I don't know how old he was turning, whatever. So they decided to throw a party for him. And like, I've been to their parties before, okay?
Yeah, I was like, those are friends that you've been having for a while.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, I've been to their parties before. If everything's like hella chill, laid back. Like, we play some drinking games. Like, it's
very chill.
Very chill. Like, we get some fucking pizza boxes, whatever. So Val was like, hey, babe, like, they invited us to go to to his birthday party, like, let's go, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I was like, okay, whatever, cool, let's go. But I was in the mindset of like,
jeans and a t-shirt.
yeah, you know what I wore? My Chenta shirt, the mood Chenta shirt,
Yeah.
with some jeans and some fucking flip flops.
Yeah.
And my hair was in a fucking chongo. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's the fit that would have been appropriate for the party, for the party that I thought we were going to. We show
get together.
Yes, I get to the fucking party, and there was a themed party. Did I not tell you about this?
No, you did not, bro. It themed. It's because I was on vacation.
Was it during the vacation? I don't know. But maybe it was. I don't know. But I get to it was a themed party. Okay. And okay, so this kid loves to go to music festivals. So his like music festival raver name is like Chetta Manchella or something like that, like after Coachella. And so they did like a themed birthday party, and it was like music festival themed. And so they had like balloons everywhere and streamers, and they had like custom decorations all over the house of like a big giant Ferris wheel, and like his name was like in the center of all of this, and they had like a giant like treat table, right?
Like Coachella, but for him.
For him, and it said like Chetta Manchella on it.
Yeah.
And then it had like it had like chip bags on the treats or whatever, but it was like custom chip bags where it was like his name was on them, and then they had like candy bars, and then it was like wrapped in like special like packaging with his name on them. And then,
how were the people dressed?
And everybody was dressed in music like festival attire. Like everybody was wearing, like, if you go to Coachella, like whatever they wear to Coachella, like that's how people were dressed with like glitter all over, and like like it was a music festival.
Mi fucking angel con su chongo.
In my chongo and my chente fucking shirt with some jeans. Girl, and I go to the back, and like they went all fucking out, okay? So they had like you know the champagne wall?
Yeah.
And instead of it being like champagne, there was like rolled up joints in there.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it said like stay lit or something like that. And then it had rolled up joints. And then they had like the basketball game of like, you know, the basketball game that you play at like a
arcade.
Yeah. It had that. And then they had like a fucking DJ booth with like a light up thing, and then they had a mechanical bull.
What did you do?
They had a mechanical bull.
What did you do?
I mean, we stayed for the party, ya que. But then dude,
did you not feel so out? Like,
I felt so out of place. And I was mad because I was like,
did Val know this?
Apparently, Val didn't know. But according to him, he's like, I didn't know that it was gonna be all like this. Like, apparently he didn't know. But I'm like, this would have been like a good piece of fucking information to know.
Yes, bro. Oh my god.
This would have been a good piece of information to know that like it's music festival attire. I would have fucking dressed up because you know me. I love theme parties. So I would have dressed up like I'm going to a music festival. But no, aquí estoy yo de fodonga, fucking wearing.
Did you at least put makeup on?
No.
Oh my god.
No makeup on. Chongo.
So you were like hella like.
Well, yeah, chilling. Because it was like normally their parties are hella chill. Yeah. Like they're very laid back. Like, oh, just drinking games and pizza.
Not today.
Yeah, not today. Everybody was so dressed up. They had glitter all over, and they had like, dude, it was like the most elaborate fucking party. Like they spent thousands of dollars on this party, and then they had like the taquero, and it was like elaborate as fuck. And I felt so out of place. I was like so irritated because I was like, I'm not dressed appropriately, and I wish I would have been fucking told.
I would fucking feel the same. I'd be like, you know what? I'm starting to feel sick. I gotta go. I can't. Like, I'm just
it's because
I literally.
I feel like, I feel like they think that we flake a lot. So I felt bad leaving. Yeah. So and they told me, they were like, you're not allowed to leave. Because they always say that we leave early. Yeah. They're always like, you guys always leave early. So I was like, okay. And then the girl, she's like, man, I'm so tired. I've been up since, she's like, I'm on like 2 hours of sleep. And then she's like, but the night is still young. She's like, that means you're not allowed to leave right away. She was like, you're not allowed to leave. And I'm like,
okay,
fuck, okay.
Mi chongo.
I know, con mi chongo and my fucking I think I like tried to fix my chongo a little bit. I don't know, there wasn't much I could fucking do at that point, but I'm the girl that looked like fodonga.
You see, I would hate, like, not, of course, Val didn't know in that case, but if my partner knew and didn't fucking tell me and I look, ooh, no.
I would have been pissed.
No, you wouldn't hear the last of it.
If Val fucking knew, I would have been furious. I think next time though, I'm gonna just
represents you. You know, you represent each other. And
so next time if we get invited to a party, I'm gonna text her.
Yes.
And I'm like, "What's the dress code?" Because the same shit is not happening to me.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. Oh my god. But what time are we?
Oh my god, we have come to the end of our episode.
Whoa.
Wow, I hella did not think this is where the fuck we were going.
Hey, pero ahí estamos.
Yeah.
Anyways, make sure to follow us on fucking Instagram and TikTok at La Lucha's Real Podcast.
And Threads.
And also, if you're listening to on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure to follow as well. Mm-hmm. Leave a review, 5 stars. If it's not 5 stars,
hit the DMs.
Cool.
Hit the DMs.
And if you have any chisme, we didn't say any chisme today, but if you have any chisme that you want to tell us, the link is down below.
Yes, let us know the tea.
Or in the bio.
And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube too.
Yes.
And leave a comment. We love to see the comments.
I know. They're so cute.
Anyways, guys, ya que Dios los bendiga.
Besitos.
Besitos.
Bye.
Adiós.